AI revolution is shaking the tech world to its core, with industry giants pouring billions into cutting-edge chips, especially GPUs. Nvidia has surged ahead, briefly becoming the world's most valuable company. But what about AMD? With decades of expertise in semiconductors and GPUs, they should be a major player in this race. Yet the reality tells a different story. Brace yourself. From early 2024 to early 2025, AMD's stock plummeted, wiping out nearly half its value. Around $200 billion in market cap vanished. What's going wrong? Why is a GPU powerhouse like AMD falling behind in the AI boom? Let's dive into this high-stakes drama of ambition, missteps, and a relentless fight to catch up. Brought to you by Boardroom Secrets. Flashback to the 2000s. AMD was locked in a brutal battle with Intel, both vying for dominance in the CPU market. It was a clash of titans, but Intel gained the upper hand. With its own manufacturing plants, Intel churned out CPUs cheaper and faster than AMD, which relied on external foundries. Intel also forged tight relationships with major clients like Dell and HP. Whispers of shady tactics surfaced, rumors that Intel paid billions to keep customers from using AMD's chips. Shocking, right? Japan's Fair Trade Commission later confirmed Intel offered hefty discounts to 5 major PC makers, violating competition laws. These discounts tied sales targets to exclusive Intel purchases, squeezing AMD out. Intel's deeper pockets gave it the edge to play hardball, leaving AMD struggling to keep up. But the real game-changer was GPUs. As PCs became central to gaming and graphics, GPUs emerged as critical tech. Intel integrated basic graphics into its CPUs, but AMD needed a bolder move. Their profits were shrinking and their market share was eroding. Enter the high-stakes gamble. In 2006, AMD acquired Canadian GPU maker ATI for a jaw-dropping $5.4 billion, a sum they didn't have, forcing them to take on massive debt. AMD's vision? Combined CPU and GPU expertise to dominate the evolving x86 computing landscape. They believed modular processors leveraging both technologies were the future. But skeptics abounded. Was this a masterstroke or a recipe for disaster? The acquisition strained AMD's finances and sparked integration challenges, all while the Intel rivalry raged on. By 2007, AMD's debt nearly matched its annual revenue. Losses piled up $2.8 billion in 2007 and $2.3 billion in 2008, driven by a declining PC market and a fierce price war with Intel. The ATI deal didn't deliver as hoped. Integration was messy, and ATI itself faced issues, including delayed product launches and reduced orders from key client Motorola. By 2010, AMD scrapped the ATI brand entirely. Talk about a rough ride. A legal victory against Intel in 2009 netted AMD $1.25 billion, but it wasn't enough to escape the financial quagmire. AMD was on the brink, teetering on the edge of collapse. Could anyone save them? Enter Lisa Su, the game-changer. In 2012, Lisa Su, a seasoned semiconductor engineer with stints at Freescale, IBM, and Texas Instruments, joined AMD as a senior executive. By a twist of fate and the exit of higher-ups, she became CEO. Talk about stepping into a firestorm. AMD was floundering, overly focused on a stagnating PC market. In 2011, global PC shipments grew just 0.5%, then plummeted over 10% by 2013. Su saw the writing on the wall and pivoted hard. She targeted the booming gaming console market, securing deals to supply custom chips for Microsoft's Xbox One and Sony's PlayStation 4. Big win. By 2025, Xbox One shipped 58 million units, while PS4 soared to 117 million, all powered by AMD chips. Sony, in essence, saved AMD from bankruptcy. In 2012, only 10% of AMD's revenue came from non-PC markets. By 2015, that hit 40%. A stunning turnaround. Profits returned and AMD stabilized, but this was just the beginning. Su wasn't done. In 2017, AMD launched Ryzen, a high-performance CPU line offering superior value. The crowd went wild. Ryzen's efficiency and affordability chipped away at Intel's dominance. While Intel struggled with delays on its 10nm chips pushed from 2016 to 2019, AMD leapfrogged ahead with 7nm chips in 2018, thanks to a partnership with TSMC, a leader in advanced chip manufacturing. Talk about flipping the script. Intel's own factories, once a strength, became a liability. AMD's stock soared from $2 in 2012 to $92 by 2020, a testament to Su's vision. AMD also positioned itself as a cost-effective alternative to Nvidia in GPUs, pulling back from unprofitable ventures. Everything seemed perfect, but a new storm was brewing, one that would test AMD's comeback. Enter the AI revolution. While AMD and Intel duked it out over PCs, Nvidia quietly bet on a bigger prize, AI. Since 2006, Nvidia's CUDA platform simplified GPU programming for non-graphics tasks, becoming the gold standard for researchers. A pivotal moment came in 2012 when Alex Krzyzewski, a PhD student, used two Nvidia GTX 580 GPUs to win the ImageNet AI competition, proving GPU's superiority for deep learning. A game changer. Nvidia doubled down, launching AI-focused GPUs like the Tesla V100 in 2016 and Volta in 2017, which was 12 times faster than its predecessor. By the time ChatGPT and OpenAI exploded into public consciousness, Nvidia was perfectly positioned with a robust hardware and software ecosystem. They saw the future, and they owned it. AMD, meanwhile, was late to the AI party. Their GPUs, while powerful, lacked a software ecosystem like CUDA. As companies rushed to buy GPUs for AI training, Nvidia became the default choice. AMD's revenue soared from $9.7 billion in 2020 to $23 billion in 2022, with profits peaking at $3.7 billion in 2021. Impressive, right? But the momentum fizzled. By 2023, profits crashed to $600 million, and stock prices dropped from $143 in 2021 to $84 by mid-2022. Ouch! Su responded with bold moves. In 2022, AMD acquired Xilinx, an FPGA specialist, for $50 billion, mostly in stock, raising investor concerns amid declining profits. In 2023, they bought Nod.ai, an open-source AI startup, to bolster their software ecosystem. Later that year, AMD unveiled the MI300 GPU series, designed for AI workloads with the CDNA3 architecture. Their ace in the hole? The MI300 attracted heavyweights like Microsoft and Meta, with Su claiming sky-high demand. But reality tempered expectations. Projected to generate $8 billion, the MI300's revenue forecast was cut to $5 billion. Compared to Nvidia's industry-standard GPUs, the MI300 fell short. AMD's 2024 Advancing AI event aimed to showcase progress, but disappointed analysts who criticized AMD's AI roadmap as less competitive. A swing and a miss. Still, AMD built a $4 billion business from scratch in just 12 months, an impressive feat. But experts argue AMD's short-term wins lack the long-term vision Nvidia mastered years ago. Lisa Su once pulled AMD from the brink. Now she faces a fiercer challenge, catching Nvidia in a race where they're miles ahead. The AI battle isn't just about hardware, it's about ecosystems, trust, and foresight. Can AMD close the gap? Their stock's 50% drop from 2024 to 2025 reflects investor doubt, but Su's track record proves she's no stranger to defying odds. The AI race is far from over, and AMD's next moves could redefine their fate. Stay tuned with Boardroom Secrets for more epic tales of tech triumphs and tumbles.